Hi, this is Josh Clark with this week's episode of Be Your Best. Today I want to talk about my definition of success. And this is going to be a three-part series. And I want to challenge and encourage us to stop and to pause and to ask ourselves, what is the meaning? What is the purpose of your life? You know, at least we get to the end of our life and we're sitting in the rocking chair. And wouldn't it be a travesty to not be able to answer the question, was my life a success? Or worse yet, to have pursued something that we thought would be success, only to discover that it left us meaningless, empty, and unfulfilled. What a travesty. And so here's my definition of success. And we're going to unpack this over this three-part series. But my definition is this: knowing your purpose in life and pursuing it passionately with excellence, while positively impacting the lives of those around us. You know, in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Alice asked the Cheshire Cat, she says, "Where should I go?" And the Cheshire Cat responds with such wisdom and says, "That depends on where you want to end up." See, the question for you is, where do you want to end up? This life is so short. And yet, everybody ends up somewhere in life. Yet very few end up somewhere on purpose. And that's a quote from Andy Stanley. Do you want to just end up anywhere, somewhere? Or do you want to end up somewhere on purpose? You see, if you don't pause for a moment, the river of life, the current will sweep you along. And those forks in the road will come along. And how will you know what forks, what direction to paddle? Or will you be like most people and just be adrift in the sea? You see, it burdens me greatly to see people, especially when I see millennials, living a life without identifying their purpose, without vision, and they're just drifting. When after all, I'm going to say it again, life is so short. Yet I believe that God has uniquely gifted us with talents, abilities, and gifts. I believe there are things that break your heart, things that you're passionate about. And when you know your purpose, you're able to cast a vision for where you want to go. You see, knowing my purpose in life, and here's my purpose. My purpose is to be a catalyst to help people experience true life transformation in order to live a life of maximum impact. You see, knowing that purpose for my life helps me to navigate my life, to make decisions, to make choices. Recently, I was asked, would I consider a full-time ministry position, in a church? And while I greatly appreciated the offer, I had to come back and ask myself, what is my purpose? And in making this decision, what will allow me to best fulfill that purpose at this point in my life? You see, when I chose to run for public office, when I chose to move to California to be a part of the company, the executive team that I'm a part of now, it all came back to looking at my purpose. It really did. Looking at my purpose and saying, will this best fulfill that purpose? Recently I did a video. Now that video was titled, "Why as a Christian I Love Network Marketing." And basically I answered that question. Why I love network marketing, why I chose network marketing, as a vehicle, and why I absolutely love it. Because it helps me, gives me the best platform that I've seen to carry out my purpose in life. You see, too often people lack passion. In fact, they live lives of quiet desperation, because they haven't discovered their purpose. And and sometimes they haven't even recognized that God has created them and gave them the breath, the life that they have. And so it makes sense to ask our Creator, and this comes from my personal faith, but to ask yourself, what has God uniquely gifted and talented me for? When I gave my life, this is my personal testimony, but when I gave my life to Christ, all of a sudden it became about not what was Josh's purpose or Josh's vision, but asking myself and praying, God, show me, what is my purpose? What is it you've given me? What is it I'm supposed to do? And let me tell you, when you discover your purpose, when you have a clear, compelling vision for your life, it'll motivate you. You'll begin to make decisions about, the person you marry, the choices you make, your job, everything will begin to line up around this purpose. And it brings such passion, it brings energy, it brings motivation, it brings fulfillment to your life. And so my challenge for you is this, is to sit down and ask yourself, what is your purpose? And then I want to encourage you, cast a vision for your life. And if you cast that vision, I'll tell you something, you will be much more likely to end up, and your vision will continue to evolve. Your purpose, if you find your purpose, that'll stay constant. Your vision will continue to evolve. But as you pursue that, you'll find great fulfillment in life. And we're going to continue to unpack this next week, the definition of success. And if this video has encouraged you, I want to ask you, will you take a moment to share with your friends and family, and together we can be a catalyst to change the world one person at a time. And to view other episodes like this, you can go to Be Your Best with Josh Clark podcast. All right, go out there and make it an awesome day and an awesome week as you live out your purpose with vision. God bless.